Hey guys, this is Nishant, and in this video, I wanted to show you a case study where we actually wrote a trend. We did something very fine with one of the state-based campaigns, and we made over $2,500 in profit in just a matter of 5 or 6 days on this campaign. I am very excited to show it to you guys. You're going to learn a lot, especially how to target these different campaigns. And let's jump right into this. So let me actually give you a little background on on what this campaign was and why we actually ran this campaign. So basically, what it was, it was right after the Seattle Seahawks had won the NFC Championships, basically the game that they had to win in order for them to get to the Super Bowl. So they won that game, and right after they won that game, I decided to put up a shirt because I knew that it's a huge wave that we can ride, and if we ride it good enough, we can actually make a lot of money with that, and which we actually did. $2,500 in a single t-shirt campaign is actually a pretty good amount. So what we did was, we designed this hoodie, put it together really quick. And actually, one of the interesting things that happened was we put 2014 instead of 2013. We didn't even realize it until it was actually almost after the t-shirts were sold, and we got a couple comments on our page saying that, hey, it should be 2013, 2013, and not 2014. But then, there's two sides to the story. There were other people that were saying, hey, no, 2014 is correct. So regardless, we came up with this design really quick, put it together, and put it up for sale. Now, why did this work? And how did this work? The why was because the team was so hot, they were just going to Super Bowl and people wanted to buy stuff. And the other thing was that it's a design for Alaska. As you can see over here, this is the map of Alaska from here to here, and it was the Seattle Eye was actually inscribed inside the map of Alaska. So that's actually a very cool design. uh, you know so people buy cool stuff. People don't just buy generic stuff. People buy stuff that they could be proud of, or they feel that they're kind of cool wearing something. So that's why a lot of these t-shirts sell so many, because people realize that when they buy something like this, they're going to stand out of the crowd. So we wanted to do the same for those people. So we created this Alaska for Seahawks 2014 NFC Champions t-shirts. And the target market for this particular campaign was the Seahawks fans that actually live in Alaska. So in terms of targeting, it was pretty narrowed down. We were only targeting the Seahawks fans that live in the state of Alaska. So we wanted to make sure that to sell something like this, we reach out to the most hardcore fans of the team, fans of the major players in the team, and fans of the coaches, because we wanted to make sure that we're not just targeting anybody and everybody. We're only targeting the people who are really raving fans of the team, because those are the people who usually buy these sensitivity based campaigns, where the campaign is only running for 7 days. uh, you know that's one of the things you have to keep in mind, that these campaigns are very time sensitive. So for you to be able to get the maximum juice out of your traffic, for you to be able to get maximum sales out of your traffic, you have to make sure that you're targeting correctly. So from there, I'm actually going to take you inside my Facebook dashboard and show you exactly what we did. Okay, there you go. So first, let's talk about some numbers on this particular campaign. Exactly, how many clicks and everything. So the campaign, as you can see over here, reached 10,118 people. The frequency was 23.57, and there was a reason for that. We had actually made a mistake that even after the campaign, the campaign was over. We somehow messed up and forgot to turn these ads off. So it kept on running and running and running and running. So 23.57 frequency will literally kill your entire budget. But in our case, the clicks were so cheap, we still made a ton of money on that. impressions were 238 impressions. The clicks were 2087, and there were 1339 unique clicks. Now over here the CTR is messed up. It shows at 0.875 because we were not able to get that ad closed out, and the frequency was so high, 23.57. But what we really should care about, and the only thing that I actually care about, is this unique CTR, which is the unique click-through rate, and that means that how many unique people clicked on the ad, and that's what matters, because end of the day Teespring does the retargeting for you. So if you just get one unique person, Teespring will actually go out and retarget them. They will remarket to those people. They will show them your design wherever they go on the internet, until they buy it or until Teespring gets tired of it. So that's one of the things that you should focus on, the unique click-through rate. And in this case you can see that the unique click-through rate, the UCTR, was 13.234%, and the total ad spend was about $391. So basically we spent about $391 and we made about $2,500 in profit. So overall the net profit was close to $2,100 for 5-6 day campaign, which literally took us 10 minutes to put it together. Hey, that's a really good amount of money. And guys, I am so excited because I know you could do the same for your teams. Just imagine what you can do with any other state teams that win the championship. The people did the same thing for national championship. They had all these different T-shirts for FSU, for and that was targeting all the other schools, all the other states. So you could do the same thing with any team you want, if you're just willing to put in a little bit of work, guys. So now I am actually going to take you inside my Power Editor so that I can show you exactly what I did on my post, what I did on my ad creatives, how I chose the audience, and how I did my pricing on this. So the first thing is the creative part of the ad, and over here I would just name the ad Seattle's Alaska NF, which stands for newsfeed, because I want to create something that's easy to remember and I can easily associate it with the correct campaign. So what I do is I put the team name first, then I put the state name, and then I put whether it's a newsfeed or our or our right hand side ad. So it'll either be NF or RHS. Now the second thing that I do is a page post engagement if I have a page. If I don't have a page, then I run a straight uh, clicks to website sale, and clicks to website, and that also works out really well. But usually I run page post engagement because most of the traffic that I run it through my pages. Through a dark post on my pages, I must say, none of my advertisements, none of my paid traffic comes from anything other than the dark postings. So that's what I do. I run dark post so that my people on the page don't think that I'm actually being overly salesy with them. So once you come down over here, you go over here, create new unpublished post, and then you put in your URL, your post text, your call to action button. Now that they have all these buttons, I always use shop now. Link, headline, and description. You don't have to put anything underneath display link. That's just wasted of time. I only do three different things. Uh, yeah, actually four different things. I apologize. Uh, First thing is obviously the URL, so it'll be teespring.com, XYZ, and that's just an example. So for the post text, what I usually do is, what we usually do is we put a call to action in the post text, and we also mention the price. Now I am going to show you what we did in this case over here. So the post text was Seahawks NFC Champs 2014 Special Alaska Edition hoodies and t-shirts. Very rare and limited stock, $24.95 today only. It's a little long, but it worked out really well. However, I always keep it short because you want your copy to be short and punchy. Then now the next option that we have is the post link, and post link is nothing but this blue color bold highlighted section that's over here. So this is the post link, and that's where you either want to give them the information they need, or you want to give them a proper call to action. So in this case, we have Seahawks NFC champs, NFC Alaska edition gear. Get yours now, and then when it comes down to the description, in the description, I always put the t-shirt name, special edition, and click here to buy, and then I put the price in here. In this particular example, I had used very rare and limited stock only, 24.95 today only, but usually I put click here to buy XYZ amount today only, and that seems to do the trick for me. Now the next thing is we want to always target people who are both on desktop and mobile, because believe it or not, most of your buyer traffic in some markets comes from the mobile devices. I know for my Seahawks campaign, I had, I think, 40% of my sales were from mobile devices. So you cannot ignore the fact that you have to include those in your audience, and so that's why you have to make sure that you do newsfeed, desktop, and mobile, and then you go to your targeting part, and then you go to your audience part. So from the audience, you would go and you could either select a custom audience if you have one. For this particular campaign, I didn't, so we will just go ahead and head over here, just select the state Alaska, because those are the people that we're only trying to reach out to. And then age, always make sure it's checked out 18 and up, because you don't want to deal with 17-year-old kids that don't have credit cards, but somehow they want everything from this campaign, which is these beautiful shirts. So you don't want those kind of people. You only want people that actually have money to spend on these things. And then in terms of targeting, we always want to make sure that I put in some of the charitable foundations that are connected with the organization, because they seem to have some of the most passionate and money spending fans. Then if there's any other player that is very common with the team, what you do is you take him and you put him in the targeting along with some other players. And anytime you see something that has fans at the end, that is actually a very good targeting to follow. So if you have a page that says Seahawks fans or raving fans of Seahawks, those pages would actually be really good to target, because those people are more than likely organically brought up over there. Now you can run ads and you can do all that kind of stuff to bring people to your page, and you can target that. But it's simple to do it this way. Just target all these major interests over here. I usually select the name of the coaches also, and if they have any other smaller affiliate teams, I select those as well. Then under the partner categories, you could just leave that blank. You don't need to go so much into detail. And optimization and pricing, I always start out with optimized CPM for $10, and once I run through that budget, if you have some sales, I switch it to CPC, and then that's where I put my real budget. So if I'm willing to pay up to 50 cents a click, I'll go ahead and put 0.50, and that doesn't mean that you're going to end up paying that, because what happens is a lot of the times this ad inventory is not sold. So Facebook optimizes this price. So just because you bid 51 cents doesn't mean you're going to pay that much. You may only pay like 5 cents, but Facebook does have an option to bill you as much as 51 cents if they want to. So that's one of the things you have to be careful about. And that's it, guys. Other than this, there's really nothing else to this particular campaign. I can show you about the copy is pretty simple and for straightforward. Are you a Seahawks fan living in Alaska? Show them the boom or rock your hawk out in the special edition NFC for Alaska hoodie, and is only for Alaskan fans. So we're trying to build some exclusivity here by telling them that this is only for our Alaskan fans. This is not for anybody else. So anybody who's living in Alaska they're going to absolutely love this thing. And then you also create some scarcity saying quantities are limited and will only be available for a few more days. So if somebody's on the fence, they're going to purchase this because you've pretty much told them the quantities are limited and they will only be available for a couple more days. And then just make sure that you put another call to action, which is click the big green button, because trust me on this, even though it's so obvious, even though it's so clear, there is a lot of times when people don't know where to go to buy, and we have seen literally hundreds of those comments on our shirt listings. So we know that if we just put that call to action, like click the big green button down below, they will actually it will help increase our conversions. So I truly hope that you were able to learn some really good things in this case study. I really hope that you by now you're able to do really good pay per click with this particular campaign, or any campaign for that matter. And if you have any questions, let us know and we will see you in the next video.